Okay, so here we are on the downtown east side, Vancouver, and I stopped by to this church and asked a question regarding the drug war. And yeah, what's your perspective on this neighborhood?
It's not a drug war. There isn't such thing as a drug war. What it is, they open up the doors so that people could come out here and party and do whatever they want without any account of questionability. Like nobody has to answer to anybody down here. They just do whatever they want.
Okay. Okay. And so, do you know people that have died?
Last year, there's 2,224 deaths down here from drug overdose.
2,000?
2,224.
Okay.
The only way it could be classified as a drug overdose, it has to come from the coroner's office.
Yeah.
The police can't say it's a drug overdose. The doctor can't say it's a drug overdose. Hospital can't call it a drug overdose. It has to go to the coroner's office as a cause of death. So now I'm walking down this place here. I'm in the land of the walking dead. Because right now we're sitting at roughly at about 1,250 people have died from drug overdose this year. And by December, there's going to be 1,000 less people down here. Kind of a cynical way of looking at things, but that's the way is what's really happening.
I know, and that's what I'm...
Here's something that's a real fucking joke.
Yeah.
Last night, I live on the second floor of an apartment. Last night, there's a tenant across from me. And the girl is screaming. This is like at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. It woke me up. The little girl screaming. He's dying, he's dying. Somebody get a Narcan. Get a Narcan. The guy's overdose. And apparently what I heard is the only guy with a phone says, I'm not phoning the cops. The ambulance will bring the cops and they'll want to take my drugs away. Do you believe that? Somebody's dying and the guy's worried about his drugs being taken away? That's the mentality down here.
That's interesting that you say that, because I've been talking to other people and they've talked about, how they really take care of each other, So do you think it's a bit of both, or?
5 weeks ago, there was a little girl, 17 years old, died of an overdose laying on the concrete in front of my apartment. 17 fucking years old. What does she know? Who gave her the drugs? She certainly didn't manufacture them.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's coming from pharmaceutical companies, right?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, who's manufacturing it?
Fuck, there's people that are manufacturing in their basement. There's people manufacturing in their fucking apartments. They're getting the chemicals and putting them together.
Fentanyl? Because, I mean, I know you can make crack, you make crack out of cocaine, which, that is coming from...
What pharmacy is supplying fentanyl right now?
I don't know. I don't fucking know. But, like, fentanyl, nobody's making fentanyl in their bathtubs. It's coming from a lab.
From where?
It's coming from a lab somewhere. What the official story is that it's coming from China, but what I think is that it's some pharmaceutical companies that are clearly manufacturing this stuff.
I follow this stuff pretty close. I actually study it. One of the traces that I did is that I found out that the chemical agents were being shipped over from China into Mexico, and in Mexico they're actually throwing it together. Like there's labs in Mexico that are making fentanyl.
Okay.
Which makes it a lot easier.
How do you know that? Like, is there any sources you could recommend looking into, or journalists that have covered this?
You start the internet, and after you finish, when you're on the internet, after you hit like say, just type in fentanyl and just go through like 20 different titles, pretty soon your computer will just light up with all sorts of information.